Hello, this is Julie. I thought I would come and do my March eBay sales update now before it turns into May. So I have several items I would like to show you. This first item I may have mentioned before. I have a love-hate relationship with perfume. It seems to sell pretty well, but I don't like to ship it, and I don't like to ship liquids. But when I can find a perfume for $10, now I did pay up for this one more than I have before, but when I saw the comps, I figured it would sell, and this one did sell for $75, and I got a great review, and the person said they really liked this fragrance, and it's getting harder to find, so she paid more than she wanted to, but in order to get it, that's what she was willing to do. This was a Tommy Hilfiger pullover windbreaker, and I put sailing in it. I looked at comparables, and similar jackets had the word sailing. It just had the name, just a little name over the pocket. So that went for $50 plus shipping, and I believe I paid probably $7.50 after discount. One of my favorite things to sell is linens and curtains, and this was a Waverly, and again, to include the name of the pattern is very important. People oftentimes are looking for certain pattern names, and 100% cotton always sells well. Okay, I found these at Target. There were 5 of them. They are Australian red licorice with white chocolate inside, and I like white chocolate and I like licorice. So they were on clearance for a little over $1 a bag. I looked them up. Their similar thing had been selling, so I decided to pick up all 5 bags. I would open one and test one myself, and it was okay. I wouldn't mind have eaten it if it didn't sell, but I would sold them in 2 sets of 2, and one buyer bought all 4 of them, so they paid like $45 for 4 bags that were, I believe, 5 ounces each. So it was nice that I could send them all together, and I tried to pad them well so they wouldn't get squished in the package. So that was a good retail arbitrage on Target clearance. Pampered Chef. It was a master and a mega scraper spatula, and I was going to keep them for myself because they are the color of my kitchen, but they are selling well at $30 plus shipping, so I didn't need them that badly. Here was a Sigrid Olsen twin set, meaning a top with a cardigan over. It was a nice lightweight and spring color and a good size of 2X. I got it for $1.99 and sold it for $30 plus shipping. Now this, I don't understand it, but it was a heavy tote with paint chip decks, I guess they're called. It has different colors of paint, and I looked it up. I don't know why. It was new in the package. I looked it up. They had been selling, so I figured for, I don't know, it was like $3.50 I picked it up for, and I sold it for $35, and it just fit into a padded flat rate. It was just tall enough that it fit. Otherwise, it would have been quite heavy to ship. Hydroxytone Instant Wrinkler Filler on-the-go singles. I had gotten this from my mother-in-law. I just have a basic skincare, and I figure if you get hooked on these, then you're going to want to continue with them, and I don't pay a lot of money for my skincare, so I thought I'll just sell it. And it sold relatively quickly for $20, free shipping, very lightweight. This was a Nick and Nora extra large girls cat kitten pajamas. They had the days of the week on it, and that sold for $20 plus, or free shipping. I did find a 5'11" tactical light jacket. It took a while to sell, and I think I took a best offer actually of $35, but I paid $3.50 for it. And I can't quite remember now who I heard say that the tactical series jackets can sell well. And this thing was loaded with pockets and hidden pouches, and it was really a nice quality jacket. Katherines 4X maxi dress, and had jewels on the front of it. Sold it for $25 plus shipping. I understand Katherines plus size sells quite well. This was a Simply Shabby Chic, actually from the company, so I could use those words that are trademark. It was a pillow sham. I saw it at Target on clearance. It was a little bit too much. Saw it at Goodwill. They had marked it down 50% of what Target was charging, and which was $5, and I was able to sell it for $25 free shipping. The limited scandal cape, and I believe Nicole from Nicole State had mentioned about the limited, and I picked this up. It was a really nice, well-made, nice condition cape, which I thought would be perfect for spring, and capes were in for spring, I guess, so I sold that for $40 plus shipping. And I found some of these silhouette sewing patterns. It was a wide range of sizes of patterns, and I sold a couple individually, and then the rest were not selling, so I just lotted them up, and I only paid 75 cents per pattern. So lotting them up was great. Got them out, and they were all new, uncut. It was a Wrangler denim shirt jacket that had Sherpa lined inside, and that was an extra large, and that went for $20 plus shipping. A Rag and Bone. I think Nicole State was also the one that mentioned Rag and Bone brand, which I had never heard of before, and this was it was kind of distressed, but I think it was meant to be that way. It looked very new. It was a large, kind of a fatigue military style jacket, and that sold for $60 plus shipping. I think I paid about $3.50 for it. Pimpernel placemats. I've sold many of these in the past, but they aren't selling as well as they used to, and they are so heavy. But these are cork back placemats, kind of a melanin. So I sold those for $30 plus shipping. This was also a Target clearance. I got them on two of these on clearance for $2.78. They were 3X dress, short sleeve for summer. Sold both of them relatively quickly for $25 free shipping. Barney and Baby Bop, 1993. My younger daughter grew up on Barney and Baby Bop. This towel was in almost perfect condition. Someone asked me if I would take a little bit lower, that this brought back good memories for them, and so I did sell it for $20 free shipping. Tupperware. I'd gone to a school garage sale, and they had some vintage Tupperware, and I found two sets, and the first set were these lot of 4 rectangular plates. They were in quite good condition, not many scratches, and they sold for $20 plus shipping. Another Waverly red toile, Country Life. Toile is a good pattern to have, and that valance was just one valance. I usually like to sell them in a set of 2. They're more marketable, but when I find one of a desirable pattern, I'll pick it up, and that went for $22 free shipping. Pottery Barn leopard animal print. This is a bolo. I found 4 hand towels for $1.50 a piece. I sold them 2 sets of 2. The same buyer bought both of them. $78 for 4 hand towels, and I paid $6 for them. That was a good deal. This was did not have a size in it, but I calculated it was like a 6X, 7X plus size nightgown, and that went relatively quickly for $23, free shipping. Creative Memories. I had 2 photo splits, which are kind of like little pieces of double-sided tape, and the little adhesives that stick the corners, little corner adhesive corner things that fit on photographs. And the person messaged me and said they would just wanted the photo splits and not the little photo corners, and so I made the special listing because she was offering me $28 for 2 boxes of little pieces of double-sided tape. Now this Cambridge Aztec silverware, I have not sold silverware before, but I found several pieces of this interesting. It was like the type or the style. It's Aztec, really interesting design to the silverware, and I found several pieces but not many forks. Well, I went back a couple weeks later to the same Goodwill. I found a few more forks. Then I lotted them up and I was able to get $50 for them. Toy Story. This was a full-size, flat-fitted, and I did find a pillowcase that did not go with the set, but it's Toy Story, so it coordinates. And this was actually went for $70, and it was from a company that buys it for people outside the country, and they send it to them. And I got good review. I think this company has bought 3 or 4 sets of sheets from me and sent them overseas. This was a Lane Bryant purple ruffle sweater cardigan, and it was a plus size, and I understand ruffles are in for spring, so this went fairly quickly for $20, free shipping. And my final item, I found 2 sets of these Minnie Mouse. They look like a vintage Minnie Mouse. She has a little hat on, real cute. The tag indicated that this was vintage, but the sheets are in perfect condition. They're just wonderful. But you can tell from the tag that there has been a little bit of wear. It's probably been washed a few times, but I found 2 sets, and I paid up for these 2 sets of sheets. I wish I could have found the pillowcases. I put it up there for $50, not really knowing how to price it. It sold overnight. So I have the other set, and I can't quite determine if I want to try auction, if this was just a one-time deal that that person really wanted these sheets, or if I can command a higher price. So I'll be thinking on that, and hopefully my next sales update I will have sold them for a grand amount of money. So those are some of my sales in March. April's been going pretty well. I typically have about 50 or so items in my I don't even have a store, just selling about 50 items, and I essentially sell about 1 a day. So I think that's pretty good for 50 items and selling 1 a day, and I maintain about 50 items for sale. So those are the items that sold this last month. So we will talk to you later, and happy selling.